or DoorDash is just not ever going to do the right thing. They're not ever going to be a good, ethical company.
We're doing everything we can to keep the service up. You from being able to get the information you need to make an informed decision.
Step into the office. What's up, peeps? 11:13. Let's get this day started. But first, DoorDash versus Para, or Para versus DoorDash. Let's talk. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion. I want to hear from Para users and Para non-users. Let's get right into it. Well, before we can do any of that, listen. Welcome back, y'all. I haven't worked in a few days, 5-6 days. We vibes are high. Got a lot of errands to run today for the gig conference. Got some things to do, but we are gonna have the apps on and situationally, directionally take some trips. And then I'm gonna do some Uber X today. Won't be really filming that because I don't have the setup for that. But 5 trips, extra 50, and then if I do another 20 trips, I get an extra 150 or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's a good deal. I'm gonna clean the car up this week, and do some of those promos because those are pretty good. And I'll select short trips and get that extra promo. Uber does that from time to time, as you can hear. DoorDash and all the ones are going off. Got some errands to run. Like I said, we'll do some directional, convenient trips, and we're going to talk about the subject topic of the day. So that's the order y'all just heard. Listen, that's trash. But I'm pretty sure there's not a hidden tip on there. But the way DoorDash plays games, I have no idea. Let's talk about it. So I may have been wrong about Para. When it first came out, I was against it because, hey, I know how to find the hidden tips. Is it, technically it's against TOS. Can you get in trouble? From what I understand, nobody's been deactivated about it because I feel like if drivers had been deactivated, we would have known about it as a community of gig tubers. Nobody's really reported it that I'm aware of, but that was my hesitation at first. Plus, my pride and ego get in the way of certain things. I want to be like, I don't need that. I can do it on my own. Plus, a part of me, besides pride and ego, because that was one of them, is I wanted to show you guys how to spot hidden tips. I think I've done a really good job of that, but it's not 100%. And Para's not 100%, but they also have other things that are helpful. So we're going to talk about what DoorDash is doing to combat the Para, what Para is doing. I'm going to get your guys' opinions in the comments, hopefully, and I'll keep sharing my thoughts on it. But overall, from this time last year, my train of thoughts changed. And when the app becomes functional again, I will probably give it a try. So it seems to be DoorDash, has these software guys. Every time Para is trying to show you guys and predict the tip, and I don't even know if break in is the right word on the back end of it. Anyways, gather information for you guys so you can make an informed decision, which I think all of us want that. Nobody doesn't want that, right? But DoorDash does all these sneaky little moves to manipulate, and we've talked about it. Many people have talked about it. You guys have felt it. And if you're new, if you don't know, DoorDash hides tips. Uber hides tips as well. Grubhub, from what I understand, and really Instacart, only ones that I'm aware of that really don't. So why would they hide tips? A lot of you guys say, well, these apps hide tips basically for a number of reasons. One being they don't want us to cherry pick. Cherry pick meaning we only take the great big dollar payouts, which is really silly because at the end of the day, we can just take what we want, right? So it doesn't matter if you want to be a cherry picker or you want to take ones that are small or medium, who cares? But DoorDash is a way to manipulate people like me into saying, I can find the hidden tips. If it's $6.25, it's going to be more. And then 95% of the time it is more, but sometimes it's only 50 cents. Sometimes it's not more. Sometimes it's more by $1, $10, $20, $50. I've shown you guys that, and many people have, right? But DoorDash plays these games, and Para wants to give you tip transparency. They also, in the app, allow you to block customers, restaurants, flag certain customers that are really good, so that when those orders come in, a little star pops up, or you can block ones that have a difficult delivery drop off, or maybe they were rude to you, which I think is an awesome feature. Now, we can do a lot of these things on our own if you take notes in your phone, that's true, but having an app like that to make a quick, informed decision for a lot of people is very beneficial. And at the end of the day, last year, my thought process was my pride and ego got in the way. And I think with some of you guys, just be honest with yourself, was that part of it as well? You wanted to not have to feel like you were cheating, or a lot of these crazy words get brought out there. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people use it and they enjoy it. Now, there is some frustrations currently because it hasn't been working. And some people seem to believe that the reason DoorDash is combating that, they're going against it, they're changing the algorithm, the code that PAR is aware of, and then PAR is trying to figure that out to get the app back functional for you guys. So listen, there's a lot, and there's a lot of frustration going on. I saw this interview right here with Steve Rideshare Rodeo and the founder, David. Last name starts with a P. Shout out to him. So I think there's a lot happening that a lot of us are aware of, and a lot that we're not aware of. At the end of the day, we should have all the tools available to us to make the best informed decision. So whether you use an app like Para, or the driver utility helper, or Solo, or many others, Gridwise to track certain things, you have to use what you're going to think is beneficial for you. And I think for Para, the Para users, it's been very beneficial, but then also lately it's been frustrating because now it's not usable like you saw. And that was kind of my point last year, and even up until just a month ago when I was talking about teaching people how to find hidden tips. It's not 100% science, but about 95% of the time I could predict what that order is going to wind up being, and I'm showing you guys that. But check out Para. They're working really hard to try to figure out how to combat what Doordash is doing. Listen, Doordash is an opportunity. I've been saying it recently. I've dogged them for so many videos, but at the end of the day, if you like it, use it. If you don't like it, do another app. It's an opportunity. All these apps are sneaky in their own ways. It just seems like Doordash is the one that's talked about the most because they're the most relevant. So Doordash is like the New York Yankees, man. They're like the Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics. They're relevant, right? They have a lot of fans going to the games. They're not a small market kind of club, right? So anytime there's news happens, good or bad, we're going to hear about it. But there's a lot of other apps that do a lot of other crazy things just like them. And do I think Doordash should give us transparency? Absolutely. Will they ever? Absolutely not. Quick reminder, under any circumstance should any human being ever take that order. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below. That's trash. Don't ever take that. So I guess the real question is, what can any of us really do against these big companies? I don't know. I give props to people that try things because at the end of the day, Para's tried more things than I have to combat the hidden tip transparency. I try to teach you guys how to find them, and that's all great and dandy, but at the end of the day, like, they're actively trying to do something and putting a lot of time and effort into it. So I can respect that. So for all the people that have used it and are frustrated, let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to continue to use it? For all the people that are continuing to use it for the other features, let me know. For the ones that didn't want to use it last year but maybe have, I've seen some of those, let me know in the comments. For ones that will never use it, let me know and let us know why. Why will you never use it, right? I'm getting to the point where if that tip transparency comes back, I think I'm going to test it for y'all to see what the other features are about as well. At the end of the day, hey, I could be wrong about things. I can admit that, hey, maybe my pride and ego got in the way. I wanted to do it on my own because it feels better. Hey, there's some truth to that. Where do you guys lie? Where do you guys see yourself with that app? What do you think is going to happen? Will you ever use it? Let me know what you've thought about it in the comments down below. And will Doordash ever do something and publicly talk about that app to us? And some would say it's like a David versus Goliath, like legit, the guy's name's David, right? So, and Goliath being Doordash. So I think it's interesting. At the end of the day, I think we can still make money, even when these companies are shady, even if Para's down, even if it's up and running. Take control, take power, but utilize, try some of these apps that help you guys. Para being one of them. You might like it, you might not like it. It doesn't hurt to try. Use the things that are available to you, because I'll say this right now. There have been a few times I thought there'd be a tip and I deliver it and there's no tip at all. I thought there'd be hidden and there's no tip. That pisses me off. And there are times I thought it was going to be a banger, like a huge order. $100 worth of food and it's a $5 tip or a $2 tip. So with having an app that could help, maybe it actually helps you make better decisions. So, because nothing's 100%, right? And I would have had those apps in the day. There's also orders that I think might not be good. And it says 1 or 2 items, but that could be like a big catering box, family style this, and you miss out on the order because it says $6.25. Maybe it's going 5 miles. You don't want to take it. Maybe that order was $50, but you don't know that unless you maybe have an app that could possibly help you. Because, like I said, nothing's 100%. All right, so enough about that. We're actually at Forest Park. I have to. We're doing some gig conference stuff. So for those of you that are new here or have been under a rock in the gig community for a while, we're doing a 2022 gig conference in St. Louis, Missouri, July 30th, a completely free event for you guys. And we're going to be setting up some additional backup plans for if it rains, because this is an outside event at a pavilion. I'm going to get some security. We're going to be making this thing as safe enjoyable for you guys and having backup plans for y'all. So I'm running some errands today to make sure these things are available for you guys. All right, so we just got back from the forestry department, asked some questions to them about the site, and we're in beautiful Forest Park. Now the event won't be in Forest Park, but we have a Muni here. Anyways, the event will be at a different park, but yeah, so we're making things happen, baby. All right, so we picked up an $11 order on Doordash. Good little segue, I guess. I'm gonna do this Doordash order, Shake Shack 5 miles, 5 items. Let's see if it goes up. Let's see if it goes up. I don't have power. Let's see if it goes up. And then I'm gonna clean the car and I'm gonna do some rideshare for the rest of the day. So, see what we get on this order. Oh boy, this is like an old school video. I haven't worked downtown this area in, I don't know, maybe at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months since we got the house. So yeah, I like it. I'm downtown, old stomping grounds for lunchtime. Let's go into Shake Shack, which is right there, and see what we can get. Oh, look at this order. DoorDash wants to delay the first customer, $6, $673. I'm going to take it, but yeah, that's what they do to customers. They delay their order. Now, many of you say, well, Pedro, you don't have to take it. Fantastic point. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to make money, and the Qdoba is just about 5 blocks that way. If there's a long wait at that Qdoba, I will drop it because I won't compromise this order. But if there isn't, I'm going to make an extra $6 at least for 600 yards all day. Hello. Hi, I just got the order for Dylan, if you happen to have it. All right, order picked up. I will say $11 is a high amount to show me for only 5 miles. So kind of interesting. Let's go to Qdoba real quick, pick that one up as well. So the real question, these are only 2 orders you guys are gonna see on this video. $11, 5 miles, $6, which is a hidden tip indicator for stacks because they pay you 25 cents less for stacks, and anyways, blah, blah, blah. If you see a stack and they add it, it's, even if they don't, if they're showing you $12 for 2 orders and they're each 6, the hidden tip indicator's there. So which of these is gonna be more? I believe, so right now we're at 17 bucks, right? It's probably gonna be more than 17 in total. I could be wrong though, but if you have a Para app, they're gonna help you possibly predict that without having to take the guessing work out of it. And because DoorDash should show us, they should show us the amount. They're never going to, but you know, it is what it is. So let's play this little guessing game. How much is it gonna be? Put it in the comments down below. In total, 2 drop-offs, 5 miles, 17 bucks. Will it be more? Ooh, been a while. Look, Cathedral Basilica. It's a world-famous cathedral. I've shown you guys that many, many times, but it's been a while. And I forgot to add this in earlier. I feel like, for me at least, you guys let me know. Have there been more DoorDash glitches in the last couple of weeks? And is that because they're combating something with Para? Or is it coincidence? Is it not? Are they changing code? And then that's why we see some of these glitches. I want to get your guys' thoughts down below. None of us know 100%, but it's fun to discuss it sometimes. Boom. Ooh, some shrimp. Some scrimps. Bubba Lunch shrimps. God bless America. Oh, Lord. This is why I don't like downtown sometimes. All right, first drop off went to $11.75, so they hid 75 cents. DoorDash, you tricky little devil. Let's go drop off this other one. You think this one's gonna be more? Let's find out. All right, this delivery says leave a door. Let's see. All right, that delivery is complete as well. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Who guessed? Who guessed? Who guessed? Who guessed? $6.50. So they hid 75 cents, 50 cents, $1.25, $18.25 from 17 to 18.25. Wow. And while we were waiting, I'm gonna show you guys something actually before I pull up. While we were waiting on that Qdoba, we got a Instacart, $56. I hit it immediately. I think it's 4 miles. It's going to the Schnucks where we were just at, so about a mile, 2 miles up. Here, this is it right here. They're picking up some booze. That's why the high ticket. So the big tip's probably on there. and then there's only 5 items, and then 14 items is the second one. $56 all day. I'm gonna go do that one. You guys are fantastic. DoorDash versus Power versus DoorDash. What do y'all think? Put in the comments down below. At the end of the day, respect to these apps that are trying to help gig workers in whatever way they see that we might need it. Shame on DoorDash for doing what they do. It is what it is. I want your guys' comments down below. See you tomorrow. Let's make this money. Peace. If you like this video or others, check out this one here. Consider hitting subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.